Now, according to the billionaire Warren Buffett, the key to success is going to bed a little smarter each day. He says it's a basic suggestion, but like a good investment, it holds the power of compounding interest. So compounding interest can be used to describe multiple things in multiple ways. So in the hope of helping all of you go to bed a little smarter, I wish to make a quick point for the younger people in our audience. Whenever I find myself speaking to a group of entrepreneurs and business leaders of all ages, I notice that often the younger members of the audience see me as a mature man who may be slightly past his prime when they look only at me from the outside in. From the inside out, however, I look at a man who has helped many, many people create massive wealth and still knows how to do that and sees himself as a 21-year-old hungry for more networking collaborations. I know that your belief systems, too, can either be empowering or they can be limiting. For the past 30 years, I've been helping entrepreneurs and business leaders of all kinds create hundreds of millions of dollars of wealth with their ideas through networking, communication, and speaking on small stages to small groups of business leaders offline and online. I learned from Tony Robbins 25 years ago. Our beliefs create the maps that guide us toward our goals and give us the power to take action. Our limiting beliefs can cause us to miss out on the things that we want most, and our empowering beliefs can drive us toward the life we want to live. Today, my mission is to help you create the belief system that massive wealth is waiting for you right under your feet, just waiting for you to learn how to tap right into it. And I call that simple networking done right. For example, I belong to more than one Chamber of Commerce networking group, and recently one of my chamber executives told me about an upcoming networking event with a speaker from the Tony Robbins organization. Well, that reminded me of the 3-day event and the fire walk that I took 25 years ago. I walked across the coals. Tony goes to great lengths to demonstrate that the only difference between success and failure is your mindset. And he's right. Anything you truly believe you can do, you can do. So here at Cross Group Networking, we also go to great lengths to expand your success mindset exponentially with compound interest thinking and compound interest networking. So today, I'm going to demonstrate success stories to motivate you to create your core mindset and empowering beliefs in multi-purpose networking, designed to allow anyone, including you, to fulfill your purpose in life. To that end, my partner and I, we both believe in lifelong learning. So we decided to learn how my 30 years of real-world mentoring held up today in the Harvard Business School Managed Mentoring Program, because I agree with constant and never-ending improvement. My core purpose has been in having and teaching how to have a wonderful life of networking with people all across all groups, all ages, all races, and sexes. And I promise you are going to want to stay tuned all the way to the end, because that's when you're going to learn about my free interview offer. I want to be able to interview you for free. My LinkedIn interviews and ambassador interviews, which I record, are an ideal networking conversation with you, which I can show you how to put on autopilot with high visibility networking media marketing to create your own compound interest networking results with my company, Cross Group Networking. So, right now, let me invite you to stay tuned for the best parts of some of my recent master classes, which are all designed to make you money, save you money, or promote your career. Let's get started. Okay, here we go. I'm recording specifically the audio of our masterclass for everyone who is maybe too busy or thinks that they are not good at video. I want to assure you there's many ways to attract new clients, enroll new clients. Even if you're not good at video, there's video screencast. You don't have to be on camera. There's audio. So that's one of the reasons I wanted to record the audio for everybody who's really very busy today. So Let me say, I'm Mike Hayes. People are still joining us. Great to see so many of you, by the way, again, since our networking event, and people I haven't met before here. And it's really great to get together again, even if it's not in person this time. So, as I said earlier before I started the recording, I'm Mike Hayes. And as I've explained, I've been helping entrepreneurs, business leaders, and more sell between $200 to $300 million worth of products collectively, products and services, over the past 30 years of networking, media, and marketing. This masterclass is about you and attracting and enrolling more high-paying clients into your business. Today, we're putting our spotlight on simple networking success. But I'm also going to share the growth potential for lifelong success with high visibility networking. Rather than me telling you why I'd like you to partner with us, I prefer to let our clients from my dream team of experts, including my networking partners, Veronica Kolobab, Sunil Bhaskaran, Mary Sloan, plus my media partners like David DeLue and Darren Peck and more. Now, since Veronica and I are preparing for our half-day networking event coming up, let me introduce you first to Eric Anderson. Let you decide if you're in the right place and if you want to stay all the way to the end to learn both simple networking plus high visibility and compound interest networking. Now, folks, I got to be honest with you, most people who think they understand networking don't. And most people who think they understand how to grow into the role of a networking influencer don't. So let me make this crystal clear about why I'm inviting you to consider partnering with us. Just listen to Eric Anderson. His success makes my point for you.
I agree with you 100%. Through networking and these networking breakfasts and networking dinners, we literally were able to take lab stuff from a company that had 0 clients to grossing about $150,000 per month. And that was all through networking. So we literally took this company from something that was nothing to great success. The business is still going. It's another lab acquired it. And that was within a year and a half. That's pretty remarkable. That doesn't happen. You don't build a business within a year and a half and have somebody interested in acquiring that business. It doesn't happen. It's unheard of. And that's all through networking. So you're 100% correct. Yes.
Now, just so you know, coming up, you'll be able to join my partner, Veronica Kolobab, and me in a half-day masterclass to learn more about how more people who you'll hear from in this masterclass raise themselves up from failure to success exclusively through networking. And you may love the very next simple networking success story that I'll share with you even more than Eric's. But first, let me address something else. If you're thinking that local networking isn't a big enough game for you, I'd like to dispel that myth for you right now. Guys, I pride myself on using my broadcast background to do webinars that are really packed with content. My goal is to squeeze in 2 or 3 hours of content into as little as 1 hour whenever I can. Now, as I said, my core purpose has been in having and teaching how to have a wonderful life of networking with people across all groups, ages, races, and sexes. Simple business networking done right can become an income geyser. Now, let's look at our high visibility networking strategy number 2. You can now become a networking VIP influencer. Today, I've evolved. I'm still using my experiences at NBC in New York, CNN, and covering small and medium-sized business expos and media trade shows. But now I'm doing it much more as Main Street networking to help smaller businesses too. So for those of you listening to the audio, I explained before we started the recording how to use the chat function of Zoom when I started the Zoom meeting and use it for online networking and speed networking on Zoom, on Facebook, and YouTube Live video recording. This way, if you're still too busy to join a Zoom meeting, you can listen by phone or in your car or walk in the beach. That's the beauty of audio. And then if you like what you hear, you can see the visuals that I'll be sharing and referring to at Cross Group Networking. If you are an entrepreneur, business leader, coach, or author, or you wish to be soon, or if you're currently struggling, more importantly today, to attract and enroll new clients, believe me, you are in the right place. Have you been unable to get what I call the initial traction? That's the hardest thing to get, to grow your audience, to get found, get heard, and get hired, and most importantly, at the rate that you deserve. If you've been struggling, I can relate. I've had my ups and downs. I understand your frustration. I've been down, had to come back. I'll explain that. But my 30-year career has allowed me to become an expert at client attraction and client enrollment in multiple disciplines. We're all different. So that's why I love to customize programs so we can find a fit for anybody, get in where you fit in. That's why I created cross-group networking, media, and branding agency. And most importantly, for people who are brand new, maybe the free public relations club. We customize programs so I can help businesses of all sizes. I love to use networking success stories using our Dream Team Networking, client success stories, case studies, and successful events. So I want you to know that's what I'm going to cover today, while also explaining something revolutionary. And this is going to boggle your mind. What is a networking influencer? Well, if you go online and search the term influencer, here's the definition. An influencer is an individual who has the power to affect the purchase decisions of others because of his or her authority, knowledge, position, or relationship with his or her audience. An individual who has a following in a particular niche which they actively engage with. That's an influencer. Today we're going to talk about influencers of all kinds, but particularly networking influencers. I'm going to prove and demonstrate for you in multiple ways that at Cross Group Networking, we have cracked the code of the highly successful networking influencers. Guys, I want to help you grow from wherever you are today, starting with simple networking done right, to raise yourself up to high visibility networking and media. I don't want to get ahead of ourselves. My job is to first demonstrate to you through our success stories that there are far, far greater opportunities with simple local networking than you may realize. Most people look at networking the way Nicole Coble did before she started working on her networking mindset with our team. Nicole's life was transformed from sitting on the sidelines at networking mixers to becoming a multi-million-dollar generating networking influencer simply by learning the ropes from our networking dream team partner, Veronica Kolobab.
Veronica really brought me into networking. I had zero experience with it before I met her. For me, it helped me to meet new people, bring in new business. I go to a lot of different events. I set up events.
Has it been financially valuable to you, what you learned from Veronica?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I used to be a nurse. I didn't know anything about networking. I didn't know anything about growing. Financially, nurses make decent money. But once I got into this new position, now I have grown the office that I'm in now from everything that I have learned through networking and marketing and development. I have literally grown my business millions of dollars in a few short months.
So let me get this straight. You went from being a nurse and maybe liking internet, but you made a transition to use networking to take you to millions of dollars of additional sales or income?
Yes.
That's quite a jump. That's quite a change. So it's been a real life changer for you.
Oh, absolutely.
Now, what would you say to somebody that maybe they're sitting in a job and they have a glass ceiling of on their income, or they want to break out from where they are? How valuable is it to really learn the skill of networking today? Maybe they're insecure about networking. What kind of encouragement would you give them about maybe how long it takes to learn, or what the potential is, or why it's worth learning?
For me, I was very much an introvert. So it was very scary for me for marketing events. And I would go sit in a corner and not talk to anybody. It was very scary. So for anybody out there that is like I used to be, Yeah, it's very scary. But once you go to these things and you start making friends, that's what I did to begin with. I just started going. Once I got comfortable going, I just made friends. And then from there, I got more and more comfortable opening up, slowly learned that meeting new people isn't that scary. And it's actually kind of fun and exciting. And it opened up so many different doors. I'm part of quite a few organizations now. I know now that it doesn't matter what I want to do, I'll always have a job, because I know so many people that if I lost my job for whatever reason tomorrow, or if I decided I wanted to quit because I wasn't happy anymore, I could have a new job within a week. So for anybody that's sitting there in an office, scared to lose their job, not happy, wants to do something different with their life, that right there is so invaluable. Knowing that you have friends in high places, that you can have a new job doing something better is an amazing way to feel for me, because I have 2 kids, and it used to be very scary for me because I knew I had to have a paycheck. I had to have a job. So there was a point when I was a nurse that I was scared to do anything else, and now I'm not scared anymore.
Why should you want to become a networking influencer too? Because it's far easier than you may think, especially today. Networking influencers. Here's a key. Playing both the short game with simple networking success can then multiply that success exponentially with the long game of compound interest networking in order to become a high visibility networking influencer. Now, let me share this video that you're watching. This comes directly from our recent, hugely successful networking and speed networking event that we put on at Capital One Cafe in Walnut Creek. So as you can see for yourself, here are the amazing benefits of structured networking. Structured networking, where we help control the situation for you. With structure, we allowed people to meet one-to-one in person with dozens of prospects. Some may have even met with 100 or more. I created this high visibility networking event using cross-group media networking to promote everyone's networking success. I put on this networking event as a local happening in Walnut Creek. Now, take a look at the faces of these people. This is what is so great. This is doing business and having fun at the same time. As you can see for yourself, look at them. They're fully engaged in one-to-one networking. They're smiling, they're having fun, they're making new friendships in commerce that can last a year, 10 years, 20 years, and longer. And once you have friends in commerce, guess what? Before long, you turn them into fans in commerce, even raving fans that can provide you never-ending referrals. Think about that. What would your life be like with never-ending referrals from raving fans in commerce? For 30 years, I've been attracting big audiences like you're seeing. Quite a few people continue to join us today. I see. Welcome, Josh, from our chat box. Josh, I see you're a financial planner in Livermore. Yeah, when you join us, if you're late, please tell us where you're coming from. We understand and respect that. We're all busy today. No worries. One more quick point, Josh, as an aside. You're also going to be learning about our unique high visibility spotlight specifically for financial planners like you, because there's no compliance issues to worry about. That's almost unheard of. And Allison, I see you're a business coach in Miami. Wonderful. Thanks. Glad you could join us. When you join, let us know who you are in the chat box. So grab some paper for your notes, because I'm going to give you some unique free client attraction strategies that you'll want to write down to attract more clients, generate referrals for your business. And if you've not already done so, you can also register at Free Public Relations Club so you can continue to receive free ongoing 2 to 3 minute coaching videos from me and our team. There's no better time in American history than right now to live your passion and share your gifts with the world. You know, for the last 100 years in the industrial age, the human spirit, our voices, and our passions have really become suppressed. And most recently, That's true because of the online noise. It's very hard to get found, get heard, and get hired. Now, though, is your opportunity to play a higher role, serve that higher purpose you've been longing for, and earn a higher income. And now you can do so working with our networking dream team to help you. Now, just to demonstrate that I understand the frustrations that most of you are definitely feeling about attracting new clients, I want to help you personally, help you improve your clarity about improving the first impression you make using your short, positive introduction. And of course, to become a VIP influencer, you first need to network with the networking VIP influencers. Especially for high visibility networking, you need to associate with media like local happenings. If you want to reach consumers in Contra Costa, Solano, and Napa counties, or if you're more interested in B2B, how would you like to reach nearly 50,000 Chamber of Commerce members? Then you need to associate yourself, as our agency does, through the Chamber link. Over the past 30 years, thousands of worldwide clients of mine have earned between $200 to $300 million collectively. Despite that, and despite being an introvert with adult onset dyslexia, it's been my honor to have helped many entrepreneurs and many business owners make significant changes in their lives and their businesses. Plus, I've reached many, many more from stages across the country where I've spoken. People often ask me how I could possibly create both large audiences and friendships and commerce at the same time. My bio talks about that and how I brought my extensive media marketing experience from NBC New York, CNN in LA, and 20 years in TV infomercials to the worlds of entrepreneurs and business leaders and service businesses. I am virtually sure, and I believe I have the most time-honored and sure-footed plan to make 2020 your best year yet. And I mean that not only from the bottom of my heart, but from the bottom of my research pile of 5 years of research and development. Positive changes to the world are often done by entrepreneurs and business leaders. Now, I've always loved networking, but I was doing networking at trade shows. I wanted to learn how to do it properly in my own community because I also knew there were a lot of people who were struggling, like Nicole Coble was before she got her training, learned the networking ropes. There are many people who are still making embarrassing mistakes, and so they're terrified of networking because they don't know how to do it. So that's when my mission became to help entrepreneurs and business leaders learn the do's and don'ts of networking, so they too could learn to love it, use it to attract and enroll new clients into their businesses. Today, I hope I'm assuring people that networking can be the biggest financial gain for your business in 2020 if you learn to do it patiently and build a solid foundation. Like Gail Goldie, another of our Dream Team clients. When I ask her if she is still networking today after getting our training.
Oh, sure. I was at 3 networking events today.
And tell me about financially. How has networking paid off for you financially?
Well, I would say that, my whole career is pretty much, since I got into advertising and such, it's all been through networking.
Over the years, it's probably been worth hundreds of thousands, if not millions to you financially.
Yes, exactly.
I think that when people understand that, hey, it's like learning a sport or how to play an instrument. It's something you can learn. And once you learn that skill, it's almost like riding a bike. I don't think you forget it, and I think it'll always serve you.
Oh, I would most certainly agree with that. I will tell you, we all know that it's a struggle out there on a lot of days. And one thing that you have to remember is that the people that you make your contacts with, you learn quickly, and you have to do it through your patience because you have to sit back and wait because you have to find out whether or not the person that you're talking to is going to be around. Are they going to be around in a year? Are they going to be around in 2 years? Because one of the things that I do is like I said, I belong to a networking group that's been in business for 25 years. We have many members that have been in the group for 25 years. And the reason that I joined that group, Mike, was because when I joined that group, there wasn't anyone that I could look to sell. I belong to that group so that I could be a good reference for my professionals who ask me, Gail, who would you go to? Who do you recommend? That's the important part of networking, is when someone asks you for a referral, you know that you're giving them a top-notch referral. So when you're starting out, you have to develop these personal relationships, and you'll see who is going to be around, who's reliable, who's dependable, who's a direct reflection of the way that you conduct your business.
There you go. That's why I love nothing better than interviewing our clients about even their small networking successes, because that's how they become big networking successes and networking influencers. Okay, so what do I mean by simple networking done right? Well, first of all, simple networking done wrong is going to a mixer and hang out by the food table. But simple networking done right will blow your mind about what you have been missing, but also put your mind at ease about having a sure-footed client attraction and client enrollment process that will work in the short term and long term over time. Now, first, we need to focus on giving your simple business networking the traction you need in order to gain your principal income, which can grow exponentially. Let me cover a few key points. Number one is the importance of digging deeper in networking than, a scattershot networking at chamber mixers approach. It just doesn't work. Don't go to mixers with your old-fashioned elevator pitch and just spam people live or slime them. That will turn them off forever. So avoid using the old elevator pitch approach. Begin the fun and exciting process of building genuine and invaluable friendships in commerce. Learn how to turn friendships into commerce, into raving fans in commerce who can't wait to tell their friends about you. People love to tell other people about great things, a great restaurant, a great this or great that. You want to learn how to get people so excited about introducing their friends to you. The Dream Team networking principle is to understand that the one thing every single person that you meet at a networking meeting has in common with you is an interest in networking and learning how to do it better. That's why they went. Like you, they too need new clients. And you can assume, as we do, that they wish to make networking work as well for them as it is for our clients. Wouldn't you love to have networking work this well for you? And as you can hear, there is so much money to be made with simple networking done right that it's important to understand, because networking is about people. You cannot learn simple networking done right at networking mixers. That's the only thing you can learn there, is that you're probably not doing it right. You want to learn how to do simple networking done right before you go to mixers. Then test what you learn at the mixers, and then have a follow-up place to go where you can report on what happened, good or bad, so you can continue to learn from other friends in commerce how to do networking better. It's so important. That's the reason I put together the Networking Dream Team, because we have the experience and the skill to customize networking systems for virtually any size business, from entrepreneurs to business leaders. Another very important point for our audience is that networking is ideal. Even though I'm talking to many entrepreneurs, it's also ideal for business leaders. Like Fiverr.com, a big company. They're the freelancer online marketplace who wanted to build an audience and a freelancer community. So they asked me to help with their networking. So this is what Graham Clemmy of Fiverr.com had to say about working with me for about a year and the great success that we achieved together for Fiverr. Growing audiences of all sizes, from solo entrepreneurs who maybe want to start small, that's fine, to business leaders who are already big and want to grow bigger.
My name is Graham Clemmy, formerly a community programs manager at Fiverr, as well as public policy at Airbnb. When I was an executive community organizer at Fiverr, I worked closely with Mike Hayes and his team to speak at a number of colleges and universities across the Bay Area. We worked closely with chambers of commerce discussing policy strategies, implementation around the new economy. The work that we did with Mike Hayes and his team helped us establish not only a strong grassroots program, but it led us to partners like Sama School that helped us develop nationwide initiatives like the Digital Workforce Development Initiative that we wound up becoming a partnership with the cities of Kansas City and Memphis, Tennessee. We're really grateful for the work that they did. They're a valuable asset, I think, to any business, any team, and helping us sort of build a huge community here in the Bay Area of over 10,000 members. Mike is an incredible organizer and certainly somebody that could benefit any business. And I highly recommend getting involved with Mike.
Our dream team loves to grow communities offline and on. Folks, I understand gaining customization is a key. It's got to be a good fit for you. That's why Veronica Kolobab and I are holding a half-day networking workshop coming up for people who want to tap in to the networking wealth reserves, the ones that you've heard from our clients that are right under your feet. That's how close they are. They're just waiting for you to tap right into them in your own backyard.